It's Wednesday, it's Calon FM, and you're obviously listening to Calon FM. Wayne Price here, the Wake Up Show, are here at Calon FM. With me, of course, is Evrah Rose. We're doing a new feature all this week, and it's going to happen every week where we have a featured artist of the week. Evrah is a spoken word artiste, and a fantastic one at that. Monday we did one of her poems. We produced, put it out here, aired it in My Nurse, and yesterday, of course, was Slivering. Now, I have to ask. Today we're going to do another one. This is the one which made me think, "Wow, okay. You're incredible." It just really did. It was, I don't know what it was, but it was just the perfect thing I needed to hear at that moment in time. It's called "I Ain't Got No Money." I've got that right, haven't I?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'd have sounded like a radio presenter who doesn't know what he's talking about, which I am, but that's not important here. But the idea is, I mean, you got amazing. I mean, how do you deal when sort of you've aired something which is obviously quite personal to you? You're saying it in public, you're expressing it, and then what do you think? I mean, what's the first thing you finished your piece? A spoken word. What do you actually think when that millisecond, 2 milliseconds, or whatever it is, that half a second after you finish, and you're waiting for, I suppose, some sort of feedback from the crowd? What goes through your mind then?
Did they like it? Did they appreciate it? Did they understand it? And did I mess it up? That's what goes through your brain, really. I wouldn't say you wait to be congratulated, but I think you do wait for that positive feedback to see whether people liked it or not, because then you know what to adjust in the future and what subjects to talk about. Oh,
right. So it's almost like you're developing on stage. So that feedback is something which helps you to...
Absolutely, yeah. It helps you develop your craft, without a doubt.
And you feel it's very much a craft?
Yeah, it's been a therapy for all these years, but it's become a craft now. It's something that I work hard on. It's something I do near enough 24 hours a day. There's not a second where I'm not writing or thinking about writing or waking up in the middle of the night and writing something down. It's so much so it does intrude on my life a little bit, but I wouldn't be without it. I absolutely adore doing it. So to get feedback is really, really good for it.
Okay, and so what kind of feedback? Now I've seen in action, live feedback to you after your performance in July at Voicebox at Indeggy. It's always the second Monday of every month. Now, of course, you've just missed the one in August, but September again. I think it's the 9th or something around those days. Yeah. So, I mean, what feedback do you get?
People are often quite blown away. I think I come across as quite timid, and then when I get on the mic, I kind of blow it all out and get rid of all my emotion.
Absolutely true, yeah.
So I never really know how to react to good feedback, because I'm notoriously difficult to compliment because I'm quite shy in that area. Mm-hmm. But it's great getting feedback. It definitely helps you as a performer.
It's true, and this is the first time which I saw you. So we're about to play I Ain't Got No Money. I have to ask, and it's pretty obvious, but what's it about?
It's basically about not having any money, but working so hard to the point that you're just not even getting rewarded, and you're tired and you're sick of it, and you see people getting rewarded for things they don't deserve. And it's just basically about putting in graft without getting any type of reward out of it, so not having any money.
Obviously, in a way, but thanks very much. Thanks so much.
You.
Here it is now. Enjoy, public. Here it is.
I ain't got no money. I said, I ain't got no money. And they asked me what currency do I speak broke, honey. Shredded pockets and knee-ripped jeans, I can't afford this tea. I wear it like a medal of honour, something I work to achieve. Materialism will be the death of me. Is this a joke? You want me to part with this 20? How am I going to eat? Maybe I should lose a few pounds, just like the magazines have become raggedy but skinny, and as thin as I already am, I can't be thin enough, my gap isn't big enough, I don't quite make the cut. So they label me anorexic in return, because I don't have the beauty to make heads turn. Take a picture of me, you can guarantee it'll get burnt unless it's vetted by me first. Filtered, structured, saturated, the big three. But still as good as those filters make me think, look, I ain't got no money. I don't have the 50s for those jeans, I wear Primani G's. These baggy things cost me $11.90, they wash poorly, fit me badly, but it's all I can afford these days. I live by the fin of my waist because I can't live enough on the livable minimum wage, doing the horse's work while somebody else gets paid. I am the modern riddable slave working their individual residual trade so they could see the dividends in their pay while I work away. I have a strong back, and when I leave at the end of the day, I ache. Physically, emotionally, mentally, I am drained, but it's okay. Because they got the hundreds for the shoes, while mine are cheap, hole-ridden and abused from trying to painful steps for their ruse. The harder I grind, the bigger the tax. The more I strive, the more they take back. Educate yourselves and they personally attack the pockets of the mind who want their freedom intact. Keeping us in that tax bracket, that crass basket where we know little of the opportunity that lies before us. I ain't asking, it's mad if we snub the debt-riddled education system, they'll continue to adore us. Enough to make us believe that what we do is done for us, when in truth, there's no reward for us. It's all a trap to keep you locked in that benefits cap. Cap it enough to afford you the breadline, give you enough to keep you on the deadline at the job centre where you are fed lies from the dead eyes of the corporation head guys, or see it as a trend, guys. Not one of them is there to represent you. Still be mindful of your youth, they will come to take that too. National service is seemingly unheard of, but I know the truth. We're still slaving and trading our lives for their gold loot, their war boots. They own me, they got us good. Best believe, they own you too.